Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. An event which lot of people look forward to, and an event which AMA, because we are into publication of so many books that we try to present project to as many people at large. So today we have two events, one inauguration of this book fair and the book release function by Indira Ben, our executive committee member and very senior academician. Respected Indira Ben, Chaudhary sir, Professor Sunil Bhai, seniors in front of me, ladies and gentlemen. So today this event, we have multiple events happening, and on literature, on leadership, on books, projecting, and of course on the Matrubhasha Divas also, which is happening today as Matrubhasha Divas, Antarrashtriya Matrubhasha Divas 2025. And we have Indira Ben, whose leadership is known to lot of us, most of us in this city of Ahmedabad and across also. I have one story, Indira Ben, you might not remember. This is 2001, 2002. And at one of the board, not board, but a committee meeting of a very senior industry, I was there sitting as a consultant, and then came up issue between a father and a son and their roles, as it happens typically when a son is taking over. And then say, who would be the leader who can guide us on how the role, and one name cropped up in that meeting when there were 3-4 people, and I was given a mandate to go and take advice from Indira Ben. She was holding position as a dean. If I mistake not, 2001-2, you were the dean at IIM Ahmedabad. I came to your office. So 25 years before, a very senior industry and industrialists in the room, one name came up, and then I had come to you. You given some guidance. I went back, and that was how. So this is the leadership, and the book released today, happening Spaces of Leadership, a self-reflective model. So Indira Ben, of course, very close to, I have seen her grown in front of her in my professional journey, from remotely trying to learn so many things, and of course then as a small role as an academician of a visiting faculty at IIM Ahmedabad also, a lot of inspiration from Indira Ben. So Indira Ben, to introduce her, is a president of Antardisha, Directions from Within, is a private entity creating spaces for individuals, collectivities, in organizations, institutions to have a dialogue to discover themselves, to review their past, to reflect their present, here and now, and renew themselves for the future. Professor Indira Ben Parikh is the founder, president of Flame University, Pune until 2015. She has been involved in creating academic vision of holistic and liberal education and shaping Flame. She has also conceptualized the models of management development programs anchored in threshold of life, life space and workspace, and life roles and identity. Her focus is on transformation and lifelong learning, development, growth. Of course, there are many things that could be added, but one of the programs that Indira Ben, if you remember, women empowerment, women leadership that we did over here, is still remembered by few of the very senior women in the industry also, and then so many roles Indira Ben would have played so far in industries and leadership is concerned. So thank you, Indira Ben, for this book and the privilege for AMA to launch a book of the executive member and the senior industry and leader academician. Professor Sunil Bhai, most of us know him. He has two roles, maybe many roles, but one is an industrialist role, one is an academician role. Is a leading industrialist who founded Core Healthcare and Cole Emballage in Ahmedabad. He has set up Eklavya Education Foundation. And Sunil Bhai, I generally meet young chaps, young kids, and I ask them simply, I know you study at Eklavya, and 50% of the times in the circles that we move, I get yes from the kids also. So Eklavya is a sought after school that we know from in the city of Ahmedabad, and is contributing to the education. He's a visiting faculty at IIM Ahmedabad. He is a Bachelor's of Engineering from BITS Pilani and an MBA from IIM Ahmedabad. Thank you, Sunil Bhai, for giving us this privilege to have you as a guest of honor today in the launch of book. And of course, Matrubhasha Divas that we are talking about, International Matrubhasha Divas 25 New Germany. Today we have the guest, which event is to be followed. This event will follow by that the larger event of Matrubhasha Divas. And Dr. Raghuvir Chaudhary, Shri Vinay Shantani, Yogesh Bhai Joshi, Pritiben Sengupta. So we have these dignitaries also today among us for this Matrubhasha Divas, which is going to be followed up along with the book fair. Just to give you one flavor of AMA publication, AMA already has 98 books in English, and we are launching 4 more this week. And we have 53 books in Gujarati and 250 books across various category plus books. So AMA has been promoting lot of authors, leadership especially, but industry and anything which has to do with giving skilling or awareness or enlightenment that we have, that AMA has been promoting, printing, publishing. We had a meeting last month, Indira Ben in the office bearers, where I suggested that this book should be converted into e-books also now, because people will start reading e-books more than the books while this continues. So thank you once again. As a matter of love and affection, and for having, I'll give a small token to the 3 dignitaries on the dais. Indira Ben. We'll have Sunil Bhai's address for today's function, and then we'll have Indira Ben on her book. So, Sunil Bhai, you will be comfortable from there here. Where you comfortable?
Thank you. When you mentioned Professor Indira Ben with the words transformation and learning, thousands of her students will identify with these 2 words. For many of us in IIM who were her students, I was her student in 1978. So I know her now since almost 48, 49 years. For many, many, many of us, the story of the frog who was actually a prince. And then a person like Indira came and kissed the frog, and he came out of the shop and he became a prince. ये एक प्रोफेसर इंदिरा की खासियत है. She has this Midas touch. Anybody she spends time with is somehow transformed. She is very loving, but she is very cruel also. I remember in my second year in IIM Ahmedabad, we did one psychometric test called CPI, California Psychological Inventory. There are 512 questions. They're very easy questions. For example, one question is, I like watching football. So you don't have to think, answer comes yes or no quickly. Then she has an assistant who codifies these answers into a chart with about 17 parameters. And then she and Professor Polin sat with me with my CPI score. 2 points I remember. My self-worth was very low. The graph went ekdam underwater. And there was another quality called FM, femininity, that was very high. So I asked Indira, my femininity is very high means what? Main marad nahi hu? And then very lovingly she explained that femininity is a great quality of leadership. It is a quality of nurturance. And instead of feeling bad or defending yourself, you should enhance this more. I spent 3-4 sessions with her कि ये सेल्फ वर्थ जो अंडर वाटर है इसको ऊपर कैसे लाऊं. Most counselors or therapists or mentors will tell you what to do, what is wrong and what to do. Professor Indira की खासियत है, she will tell you jini ways on how to do. So it becomes very clear to me as a 22-year-old student that this is a problem, but this is exactly how I have to go about it. I did the same test in 1991 again, 78 to 91, and self-worth score had come very high. If I have to think in my life, other than my father and mother, 3 or 4 people to whom I am most grateful to, then Indira's name is in that list. This book she has written, which is going to be released today, it's a fantastic book. When we are in the industry, we have many good people working for us. Take an example, I promote 2 people, one person called Rajiv and one person called Bharat. दोनों अच्छे हैं. Both have been in our company for a few years and both have performed well. When I promote them, I give them 3 subordinates each. After 6 months, I find Bharat's 3 team members are doing very well. रात को 10-10 बजे तक काम करते हैं. कोई चीज़ नहीं आती है, अठवाडिया में सीख जाते हैं. Rajiv's 3 members have left. Another 3 are chosen. He is keeping on doing kitch with them, pointing fingers, telling them what to do, what not to do, keeping on criticizing. Then after 3 months, and we have to recruit another 3 people, then another 3 people. After 1 year, I see Bharat is a very great leader, and this person is still a one-man show. So industry में हमेशा हमको डिलेमा होता है. ये पहले मेरे को अगर पता चल जाता that he is a good team builder and he is a alone worker, तो मैं उसको अलग प्रकार की प्रमोशन देता. It's a very big dilemma in the industry. For a small company like ours, it's a big dilemma. For a big company like TCS, also it's a huge dilemma. This fantastic book helps a HR manager solve this dilemma, and it gives him step-by-step pathway on how to do. There are thousands of books written on subjects like this, but I think this book is too much. It's too fantastic. If a HR manager of any company, word by word, will read this book, he will feel like Ramakrishna Paramahansa, he will feel enlightened, he will say, अब मेरे को खबर है, मेरे को क्या करना है. So I'm very happy that this book is being launched today, and I thank all of you. Thank you.
તો જઈ આવવાનો વાંધો નથી. હા હા યસ યસ. ઇન્દિરાબેનને ખાલી
I know catch.
હા
I will just come. I am 82. I need a biography.
યસ યસ પ્લીઝ પ્લીઝ. એવરીબડી અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડ્સ. While we wait for Indiraben, I am very keen. I generally do this. First we flip the book and then we read the. So I would use this time. She would be back in no time. So this would be helpful for us to understand the book. That this book is a result of 50 years of working of Professor Indira Parikh with managers at different levels of corporate systems, as well as women managers programs conducted at IIM Ahmedabad, Indian Society for Individuals and Social Development, Sumeda's Academy for Human Context, and other corporate that organized exclusive women managers program in private sector, public sector, and international organizations and academy. So for this women manager, and this is what I was telling. So Sunil bhai, we did this program on only women leaders, which Indira Ben volunteered and she took. This was almost a 2.5-hour program, and only selected women leaders were enrolled in that program in this hall. About 20 leaders, women in the city, and from young too. So, but who are in the senior management role. And today also some of the senior leaders, women leaders, when they meet us or they come to AMA, they would remember that program and they always demand for such a repeat program. So she had some concept, I'm forgetting it, but more than like women in leadership, she mentioned how women lead the leadership. She leads the business rather than part of only the program. From these dialogues emerged one clarity that there is no one direction or a set of qualities of leadership which fits all. Each individual, depending upon their life, social and work context, experiences converge into taking responsibility for the system and responding to challenging situations, emerging a leadership role relevant to the situation. So, yes, as I think Sunil bhai said, that it is not a one-size-fit-all program. These were the programs where both men and women shared their lives in the family as a part of growing up, as well as their own lives after marriage and the arrival of children. These programs were in role and identity and self and professional renewal. The participants also shared a time and space experience where they took leadership role. So this is all about what this book is about. This sharing of experiences provided in the understanding of transformation occurring in the lives of people, their changing aspirations and entering leadership roles. Some acquired leadership roles by chance or by being in the right place at the right time. Some individuals have displayed some additional unique qualities and contributed beyond their roles or by dedicated efforts of individuals and their families.
I want to add here.
Yeah.
Many top HR managers, after attending Indira's classes, they start believing that if they get 2 people for recruiting, one man, one woman, and everything is same, they will prefer the woman. Because they think in the long run, they make better managers.
Yes, so that femininity quotient of a leader, right? Yeah. So Indira Ben, we use the time to read the back cover of the book, please.
Namaste everybody. Thank you Savan bhai for introducing and giving me a warm welcome. Thank you people on the dais. And before I begin, I'd like to say a little bit about Sunil. Sunil has said a lot of things about me, but 2 incidents I remember which reflect his femininity, nurturance and understanding. I had come back from the US and I had a relapse of falciparum. I called him up and I said, Sunil, I'm not well. He came, sat for a while, and said, I'm leaving my car and a driver in case you have to go to the hospital. He left his car and the driver all night there. I did not realize the seriousness of the illness. But when after everything was over, I realized what a good thing he had done for me. Second thing I will tell you about the book. This is my 7 years of research, and I did not know what to do with it. So Sunil was at my home. I said, Sunil, jara suno, I have done this work, tell me what you think. He says, Indira, likho, kitab likho. He says, it's a very good topic, it's a very good subject, and 999 pages, you can't just let it go to waste. So out of those research, I have 4 books. This is my final book of presentation. Sunil, to me, is a gem of a person. I can just call him and I can rely on him. And one more thing, when I was doing my first lab alone, which was by IIM's test whether I can do the lab alone, or I was always doing it with other faculty like Professor Pulin Garg. So I was really scared because running a lab is having people's lives in your hands. तो मैंने बोला सुनील तुम आओ ना मेरे साथ लैब करो ना, मेरे को बाद में बोलना मैंने क्या किया, गलत किया तो बोलना, अच्छा किया तो बोलना. 6.5 days he spent in the lab with me. And he was such a good resource. मैंने कहा सुनील तुम ट्रेनर बन जाओ. But all that learning which he has done, he translates to his students who equally love him. One more event I'll tell you which is very touching. I was doing a lab in Zainabad. There were about 100 students, all sleeping in tents. It was December in winter and very cold. Sunil was out around 2 o'clock at night, going around each tent, looking at whether the students were covered or not covered. And he would go and cover up people who in their sleep had ruffled it up. Sub tent mein jaake 100 students he visited and covered them up with their rajai. Now this is the attitude of femininity as a leader. So there are many dimensions. Femininity doesn't mean women and men. It means what kind of nurturance you bring. Now let me speak something about the book. TCS in 2015, I was just going to be retiring from Flame. He came one day and said, would you do leadership work? I said, yes. He says, why don't you develop a test assessment scale which can measure hundreds and hundreds of people, because we recruit 2,000 to 3,000 and we don't know how to assess them. So I said, okay, but I will need time. So he says, okay. And they said, it must be an Indian scale. So I said, all right, we'll do an Indian scale. I am that way, or very much an Indian. I don't like to beg, borrow, adopt from the Western culture. So I said, yes, I will do it. So first I started writing questions, but I did not have a framework. So the questions were all odds and ends, and I read the 75 questions and I threw the whole thing out. I said, first I must develop a framework, and then I should put the questions which make sense. So I started saying, okay, what does a leadership do? Leadership is at work. I said leadership is at family also. How does an individual behave in the family and take charge of the whole system and make sure that every member of the family grows? And I said leadership also is about life. What does he do with his life? Does he do rituals? Does he go to the temple? Does he go to the community festivals? Does he participate in all that? So I had a 3 framework: life, society, and work. Then I said, what do I do with the leadership parameters? Now, over the years, I have done leadership work, and as Sunil mentioned, Professor Pulin Garg, he and I had done a lot of work on leadership models. First, we had done on archetype models of leadership, which are from the epics. And then we were doing leadership work, which was from the work. So it had 5 elements. Perspectives, so for life it was philosophy. For society it was social structure and social roles. For work it was the organization structure and work roles. Then we had roles, social roles, familial roles, work roles. So we had perspectives, we had roles, philosophy, there's a 3x5 model, na? Tisra kya hai?
Whatever, you can continue. I'll search in the meantime. You know the page number?
I don't know the page number. But that was absolutely, roles, relationships. How do people relate at work? How does the leadership relate at work? How does the leadership relate in the family, with family members, with a sense of relatedness or a sense of bossiness? My sister's husband's children, that is my niece and nephews, says Papa is a manager at work, Papa is a manager at home. He makes the children into peons and subordinates. So how does the leader behave in the family? The fourth one is emotional dynamics. How does he respond emotionally? Which goes into how sensitive are you to yourself and to other people? And then how do you take initiatives and action? So I had a 5-element model, so it became 3x5 matrix. And then I started writing the questions. I wrote 15 questions for each box because that was a 3x5, so 15 boxes. And when I started writing on the family, I said, how is the family space kind of evolving with a leadership in the head, in the leadership person? So I started to, see, family spaces, and a leader is not the same as he was at 21 and then he's at 60. There goes a dramatic change. So I said I have to categorize ages in which the leadership transforms. And mine is always the favorite odd number. So I said 21 to 27, 28 to 35, 36 to 43, 44 to 51, 52 to 59, and 60 plus. Then when I was writing all of this, I wrote, what is a life space? In the life space came the whole environment of the family, the growing up. So what happens to a 22-year-old girl? What happens to a 22-year-old boy? So there is a whole description of all these categories about life, about society, about family roles, and about work. I finished all that and I came to 75 questions times 3. Then I was thinking, I said, but the women's life space is very different. It's not the same, they don't go through the same phases, they don't go through the same dimensions, they have a motherhood, they are mothers, and they are daughters-in-law, so their life space is very different at different ages of time. So I said, this is incomplete. So I started all over again, writing questions from women. So there is a whole section on men, there's a whole section on women. And then there were totally 1,200 and some questions for all 3 spaces. And description of all these, life space, social space, and workspace for each phase of life. So it started becoming humongous, more and more pages and more and more pages. And when I sat down to write, I would start writing in the evening and it will become 2 o'clock at night and I would not know that it is 2 o'clock because I just wrote. And I think that eventually gave me a stroke when I went back to after some time. When I finished with the males and the females, then I was talking to a lot of people. Then the people said, how about 70 and 80? So I said, okay, I am also getting to be 80. So what is my life space now and what is my workspace? Because I still work, I do consulting, I do coaching, so I still work. So then I wrote about that age. Then it became bigger. Now what I finally said, I have to develop a model. So I was looking at our ancient scriptures and I came up with a model which kind of matched, which was, just a minute, Ardhanarishwar. But if everybody says Ardhanarishwar, I made it into Ardhanarishwari because I said women are also in that category. So everybody knows Ardhanarishwar, so I made it into Ardhanarishwari. And what are those qualities which the Ardhanarishwar, the male has and the female part has, which I had got in Gita, Bhagavad Gita, where in the Krishna says, what are the qualities of a male and what are the qualities of a female. And he describes in detail 8 glorious elements of females, and which made me think that if Lord Krishna says that women have these 8 glorious features, then they have to be described and expanded. Now, in order to make this that it made sense, I gave these tests to different categories of people, different ages and different phases, and then gave them the interpretation. I remember two very clearly. One, a 21-year-old girl to whom I said, okay, and this is digitized, so you get a 12-page printout of what all this is. So I said, you are so caught up with the family, that family wants you to get married and you want to work. She said, that's very true. He says, I don't want to get married because I want to work because otherwise they'll get me married. So I started to validate my questionnaire and see whether it makes sense. If it is, this little girl, young woman started crying. She says, ma'am, how do I convince my parents that I need to work? So I spent an hour with her talking of what she could do and what she could share with her parents. And I said, but it is true, you must work, not to postpone your marriage, but the work gives you a sense of meaning. Marriage is going to come. You are against marriage? She says, no. I said, then tell your parents you will get married, but you want some time to work. So she was kind of quieted down. Then I was looking at another person who was about 55 and in a very high position in a very multinational company. I said, sir, your profile says that you are caught up with the family dynamics more than your work. And you are feeling stressed because you can't give time to work. He was quiet for 10 minutes. I was really, my heart was beating whether I have said something wrong, whether I have said something very touching, which I should not have spoken. Then he says, ma'am, I'm a widower. My wife died few years ago. I'm looking after 4 sets of elderly people in their 80s, my parents as well as my wife's parents, and I have no children. So half the time I'm looking after their medicine, whether it's been given or not given, planning out their meals, what they can eat, what they cannot eat, so I can't do work. And I'm so good at work that I want to be at work. So it wasn't a coaching session or an understanding session, it was just validating my questionnaire. And he says, can I call you afterwards and talk to you? I said, that you can do. So this questionnaire does not tell you in the questionnaire what to do. But if you want a detailed description and detailed resolution of the dilemmas, then it is possible if you read the book, you will get the dilemmas. Now, it took me 7 years to complete this work. After 7 years, I could say, hush, done. I could leave the books and my iPad and say, done. But it was really interesting to do. When I came to my age and I started looking at what it is, when I came to my son's age, where he is, when I came to my grandchildren's age, where he is, where they are, my grandchildren are 28 and 25. So that was the age, the first group and then the second group. And when we discussed, and I tell them, is this what is happening to you? They said, how do you know, Dadi? I said, I know because I've worked on that. So it's been a very nice journey for me to put all my thoughts together of 60 years of work experience into this book, step by step in a sequence so that it is understandable. And for this book, the way Sunil has given support is just nobody's, I cannot just say how grateful I am for all this. And my son says, Ma, you have some very good people to be with you and beside you. I'm far away, but he mentioned Sunil's name. He said, you have Sunil, he is such a good person, and he really admires Sunil quite a bit. So I hope this book is worthwhile for the HR people. I hope this book is meaningful to individuals who read the book and find out that there is a possibility of redefining roles, redefining spaces in the family, at work, and in life. Because life is yours, family is part of society, work is part of the organization culture. but life is yours, so my focus is individuals must take care of their lives, must take of their own voice, hear their own voice, and that will give them the right direction and the right path to follow for themselves, which gives them a meaning, which gives them a sense of happiness, which gives them a sense of tranquility, and with which they can grow themselves and feel and learn to contribute to the communities around. So I thank you all very much for listening to me, and God bless you.
Salanda, if people want to buy, there are books outside at the main counter.
So, thank you, Indira Ben, to give that snapshot. I think very curious to read that 3x5 or some matrix that you mentioned. And certainly these days we know everybody talks about work-life balance, but I don't know whether it is going anywhere or it's just getting even worse. Because at the offices, the people are into, so this work, society and life, three things in combination, that's I think where a person would become a leader. So certainly I'm quite curious to read the book. I do not have the copy still. I will have it now. And good that with the book we get some good, pouch also. This doesn't happen normally, we launch the book, but that's a lighter note. But once again, thank you, Indira Ben, and certainly AMA is privileged to launch this book, Indira Ben, and we call you as our own Indira Ben because you are part of the AMA's executive for such a long time, and guiding us, helping us, and giving so much of knowledge to what we do. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, once again. Thank you, Sunil Bhai, Chaudhary Sahab. Thank you very much.